Finally, it's March, and when March rolls around, you often start thinking about plants, but it's still a little cold for that.
However, there are some ways to bring the green of spring into your home early. Luann Finke of Finke Gardens and Nursery joins us with some ideas on how to do some spring plantings with succulents. And it's something where kids can definitely be involved. It's a new year, so what about starting the year off right with some new plants? I am at Finke Gardens and Nursery today with Luann Finke, and you're going to show us how to do some plant cuttings?
Right. Cuttings are a great way to start new plants. So if some of your plants are looking a little bedraggled, it's a good way to start with a fresh one. It's a good way to share plants with others, but most of all, I think having kids active in seeing that they can be part of the natural world, that they can be working on these projects, and there's all kinds of things that we could do with them once we have the new starts. So it's very easy to do, so I thought I'd show you how I would do that. Absolute easiest way are the succulents. You know, we love these in the trough gardens. There's so many different kinds, and people are overwintering them inside. Under the lower light conditions, they can get a little stretchy, so this is a good way to get started. This particular one is kind of brittle, and I had broken these off a couple of days ago, and just a very simple twist it out of the top, and then I let it sit on the counter for probably 3 or 4 days.
No, you don't have to put it in the pot right away.
No, in fact, it will rot if you put it straight into the pot. So this is how it's calloused over. Just looks a little shriveled. And at this point in time, you know, I have a little bit of stem that I'll be developing the roots, and I'll just put that down in the soil, and probably within 3 to 4 weeks it will be rooted. So if you're doing this with a child, I would probably tend to just break them off and see where you go from there. So let me show you how I did that. So here's a generous slip. See, it's kind of brittle, so it just breaks right off. And then I come in here, and this is probably a little bit too tall, but then I just pull these leaves off to create that space for rooting. And if I were doing this, I would probably use a razor blade because it's a little bit cleaner. But I'm not sure you want to turn a child loose with a sharp razor blade.
Probably not a good idea.
So then you really don't need, so see how fleshy that looks? So we then set it on the counter. This is my kind of project. Set it down, a couple of days, come back to it, and if it's a week or even 2 weeks, it'll still be okay. Then I have a little planter pot that we use here in the nursery that is just regular potting soil that drains well, and I just simply stick it down into that, put it in a warm, bright, sunny place, and just keep checking for the roots. So it's probably going to be about 3 to 4 weeks, and I'll have enough roots. And
so again, all you do,
stick it in.
Stick it in there.
This is called direct stick, is what we would call it in the world of horticulture. Couldn't be any simpler than doing something like that. So works very well for all the succulents. Really simple project.
And this would make a great gift for somebody.
It would.
A little bit of greenery to brighten up your life.
Right.
Yes.
So lots of projects out there.
Great. Thank you, Luann.